University in 1982. Adam Silver has the Lakers selection.
With the second pick in the 2015 NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from The Ohio State University.
The Laker fans in the building are delighted with the pick. Jalen's head will not have to explode. And what does this indicate to you? Now look, I'm not accusing, don't misunderstand, I'm not accusing the Lakers of any malfeasance. What does this say about their confidence in either swinging the trade for Cousins or being able to lure one of those free agents, Aldridge or Love, that you mentioned?
A, it says a lot about their confidence. B, we know Kobe Bryant has a couple of years only remaining. Therefore, you need somebody that can lead the team in scoring, possibly lead the team in assists, a combination guard that's going to make players around him better. And they're also in the Western Conference, where it's guard dominant. Multiple All-Stars playing for great teams.
Are you surprised by this pick, Jake?
I'm surprised by the pick, but look, I've said all along, I think D'Angelo Russell is the best pure basketball player in this draft. I mean, you can make an argument for Okafor, but this is not a bad pick because D'Angelo Russell is a savant passing the ball. He can absolutely see the floor. He doesn't look, he sees, and he can deliver the ball like very few guards that I've seen in the last several years. He can do it in the full court. He is excellent off of pick and rolls. He plays with really good pace. Now, he's not an elite level NBA athlete, so he's not a guy like Derrick Rose that is unbelievably dynamic, but this guy is an outstanding athlete. He's an NBA athlete, and he's effortless as a scorer. Left-handed, he's got long arms, he can pull up and hit, he can drive it, he makes really good decisions, and the game just comes easy to him. It's a little bit like watching Steph Curry play. I'm not saying he's going to be as good. We're talking about the reigning MVP and a guy who's a certain Hall of Famer if he stays healthy, but Russell's got that kind of game.
I like that he's smooth and he's crafty. We're going to go back to the Wayback Machine for this one. That's right, Lenny Wilkens, the Hall of Fame lefty. D'Angelo Russell, only the third freshman to average 19, 5, and 5. The other two, Kenny Anderson, Danny Ainge. The most efficient pick and roll prospect at point guard in this draft. However, the least effective pick and roll defender. Gonna have to pick it up on that end of the floor.
How about over the course of a calendar year, D'Angelo Russell was not an overly hyped recruit, top 15 in the ESPN 100. Now he's the number 2 pick in the NBA draft. He's with Shannon Spain.
Well, Reese, you just heard Jalen say he's smooth and he's crafty. Something else he is confident. You told me yesterday that you felt you were the best player in this draft because of your journey. What is it about that journey?
Man, I just want to say I want to thank God, man. I can't even talk right now. But the journey that I've been through, the stress, the pain that my family's been through, it's just tough, man. It's a surreal moment that I can't really explain.
You're going to LA, Kobe Bryant. How do you look to him as a possible mentor in your future?
I just really want I want him to take me under his wing and really just gain every piece of knowledge that I can really gain. And just go from there. I mean, their franchise isn't used to losing, so, and I'm a winning player. They got winning players. They're winning coaching staff. Everybody's used to winning around there, and I feel like I fit in great.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And Reese D'Angelo said he likes to fly under the radar. He's no longer under the radar, Reese.
No, he's not, Shannon. It was 36 years ago today that the Lakers drafted Magic Johnson, and I'm not saying that D'Angelo Russell's Magic Johnson, but they got another guy who can create a little bit of magic, and certainly he is the future of the assists, and it is time for the future of the assists, brought to you by State Farm, and for that we join Tom Penn.
I'll tell you what, boom or bust, this is the best candidate to be a superstar in the league. You go to your advanced analytics team, and I did at ESPN. We got a good one. Who's got the best chance to be a real superstar? It's him. 15%, that's the highest in the draft. That's higher than the recent young guys. But there's a bust chance. I asked our guys, why so high on this? And it's because his numbers were so inflated in an inefficient offense and defense at Ohio State overall. But your eyes don't deceive you here. That's when you go back to your gut, you go back to your eyes. And welcome to your new peer group. In the Western Conference, this is what the expectation is, that you will develop into the new Kobe Bryant for the Los Angeles Lakers and to compete with these guys in the West. Big time pick for the Lakers here. They are going for it.
So the Lakers hope to have a healthy Kobe Bryant. They get D'Angelo Russell, Julius Randle, if things stay pat right now. You don't know exactly how this is going to play out in terms of how they're going to put the roster together around D'Angelo Russell.
Well, if they do, I mean, look, they're going to have a lot of cap space, so they can still obviously get a guy like Jalen alluded to, LaMarcus Aldridge, Kevin Love, Marc Gasol, even though I don't think he's going to leave Memphis. He may potentially get a two-guard like Lou Williams or Chris Middleton. They can put together the right pieces. The one question I have for a guy like D'Angelo Russell, I don't think he's as athletic as a guy like Moutier. And when you saw Tom talk about the people that he's going to have to guard, I think that's going to be a major challenge for him because I don't know if he has the foot speed to stay in front of guys like Dame Lillard, Stephen Curry, Russell Westbrook. You're talking about elite of the elite guards in the Western Conference.
First of all, I haven't seen anybody yet stay in front of Steph Curry. So,
I understand, but that's going to be every single night in the Western Conference.
He does. That is an area where he needs to improve. But the one thing, like, you can look at the Lakers and say, maybe they thought he was the best available player. It might not just be fit stuff because, I mean, he's really, really good. And I think he's got a chance to be great.
I have a number, 3,988. That's how many people have played a game in the NBA. Okay, can we retire the term bust and scrub for guys that actually make it to the NBA?
Agreed.
If you go to college and you are making millions of dollars in your post-collegiate career and you're fortunate enough to buy your mom a house, you're not a bust. You might be a letdown, you might be a washout, but you're not a bust.
Well, Byron Scott, you were not making this pick. Mitch Kupchak was, but how are you feeling about D'Angelo Russell as your new point guard?
Very excited. D'Angelo to us was the best player available at that time, and really loved his workouts when we had him here, and just has a lot of confidence in what he can do on the basketball court, and we think he's a few years ahead of his time right now, so we're very excited about him coming to LA.
You hit on a point guard last year, Jordan Clarkson. Can they play together?
Oh, I think without a doubt. I mean, they're both guards, and I think both guys can run the offense. Both guys are very good facilitators. I think Russell's probably a little bit better right now, but I think both of these guys in the backcourt right now would be pretty exciting for LA.
You were here for his workout. What did you see?
I saw a guy that really had a lot of command of what he was doing out there on the floor. He showed extremely mature type of basketball game. And really understood how to get guys where they needed to be. So even in 3-on-3, you could see that this guy understood the game of basketball. So his basketball IQ is very high.
Think Kobe Bryant will like him?
I think Kobe will love him.
Thanks, Byron. Back to you.
I think that's a pretty good bet, too, that Kobe Bryant's going to like seeing a guy like D'Angelo Russell come in and join this Laker team as they try to turn it around after winning just 21 games last year.
Free agency is now going to be the key for the Lakers. If they can land a Kevin Love, if they can land a LaMarcus Aldridge, if they can trade for DeMarcus Cousins, that puts you somewhat in play in the Western Conference. Again, it's going to take 50 wins to get an 8th seed in the West. OKC was outside the playoff picture, and they have a really good roster.
Kobe Bryant's making $25 million next year, last year of a deal. He's not going anywhere for a while, though. Trust him to believe that.
All right, so the Lakers are on the clock. They've got about a minute left to make their pick. Tom Penn is with us again. What's next for LA?
Well, they're going to take two picks, 27 and 34, but really that's not what's next for the Lakers. It's what is going to work for the rest of Kobe's career, and we know who they brought in here, right? They got Russell, and we heard Coach talk about him, but really the spotlight now is right where Jalen just talked about it, the $23 million in cap space, and here they are. Take your pick. Which big might buy the sales pitch? I don't think it's Marc Gasol. Boy, it sure could be LaMarcus, although we think he might be going back to his home of Texas. But he could fit right there and fall for that sales pitch. We already talked about Kevin Love, how you like him there. You like Kevin Love in that? He may go back to UCLA, where he went to college. And then DeAndre Jordan. Would this guy just switch locker rooms right in the building? Those are the picks. That's what really matters in LA. They have not hit a home run in free agency these last few years, and historically they always do. So the spotlight is on what happens with that $23 million in cap room. Can they get a stud in the middle to go with these guards on the perimeter?